Shane Dawson, you did it. You made your hater a big old bitch. just bent him right over and just really got that fist and just put it elbow deep into his tiny prolapsed anus. Well, fuck me. Damn. I mean, I've heard of killing him with kindness, but you didn't have to do all that doing like gang signs in there. You don't have to do gang signs in there. Did Shane Dawson make Bobby Burns his behind closed doors bitch? Find out right after this intro, bitch.
More money, I want your money, I want more money, I want your money. More money, I want your money, I want more money, I want your money. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. And I'm admitting it, I won't take it back. Cause I did this shit, I was a hoe. And I'm admitting it, I won't take it back. Cause I did this shit, I was a hoe. More money, I want your money, I want more money, I want your money. More money, I want your money, I want more money.
Because we're from Britain, okay? We don't spill tea, we drink it. Bitch! Yes, it's your girl Paige, back at it again with, another video for you hoes. Now, I know that you guys have been asking about this video for a long time, etc, etc. I decided to do the most with it. I had a concept that came into my head and I was like, I have to do that, I have to do it, I have to show you guys what the fuck is up, what Petty Paige can do. But this is a situation that I felt that I would put my voice on. A lot of people have been talking about the whole situation between Shane Dawson and Mr. Bobby Burns. And I'm going to be pretty much raising very similar points. However, I am actually going to tell you the formula for success after you get a fuck ton of influence from YouTube's most beloved influencer, Shane Dawson. But as usual, both of these two people are completely new on this channel. I think I'll be breaking down who the pair of these people are for you in 60 seconds. Shane Dawson is a YouTube star / celebrity, famous for his comedy, his films, his sketches. He literally took YouTube by storm in the early 2000s. He was so popular, in fact, that he ended up making himself onto Forbes magazine's most famous people in 2010. Shane, real name Shane Lee Yor, started posting videos to YouTube in 2007 and actually compromised his education by turning in YouTube videos over turning in homework assignments. He was also named Choice Web Star in 2010's Teen Choice Awards. His original channel, Shane Dawson TV, has over 8.2 million subscribers, and his more evolutionary channel, the self-titled Shane channel, has over 12 million subscribers. And then there's Bobby Burns. Bobby Burns is a 21-year-old YouTuber from Columbia, Tennessee. Bobby Burns became popular mainly because of his film reviews on his self-titled channel. He also did quite a few different things, such as kind of gender-mashing film trailers, and one of his most popular ones was If Frozen Was a Horror Story. As an avid film goer and watcher, he actually made his self-titled channel Bobby Burns TV in 2014, and his first movie review was actually Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs, a brilliant movie if I don't say so myself. A filmmaker at heart, he also has a second channel called Chicken Fleet Films, and what he does there is basically he posts short stories and short films as well as motion stop animations. One of his most popular videos is titled If The Incredibles Was a Christopher Nolan Film. He also has a girlfriend called Joanne, who usually features in his Instagram posts. However, more recently she has been frequenting his YouTube channel, and it turns out that they actually work together on his YouTube channel. Right, now that you've got a bit of a rough idea who these two people are, let me break down the drama. So this all started 5 months ago when Shane Dawson made a video called Confronting My Hater. Shane content has evolved more recently, and I personally think for the better, because of a lot of his subscribers, which would have been me growing up, I used to watch Shane Dawson and I grew out of him, and now I've grew back into him, if that makes any sense. I feel like it's kind of age appropriate for me, and I imagine the 20-something-year-olds of YouTube is most likely going to be Shane Dawson's main demographic. So in his more recent series, he tries to go a little bit more personal so that we can kind of see the person he is and how he reacts to certain social situations. A part of this whole thing was this video he did with Bobby Burns, which was confronting my hater. Now, a month or so previous to their meeting, 6 months ago, Bobby Burns made a video. That video was about Shane Dawson. The video was titled, Shane Dawson, the Conspiracy Theorist. I'm not doing this to be ironic, he actually put inverted commas. And in this video, he absolutely roasted Shane Dawson. I mean, in the drag community, we call that a read. So you just got read for filth.
I have a problem with people manipulating people and not being honest and making terrible content.
So you would think Shane Dawson, after seeing that video, would be like, fuck that guy, I don't want nothing to do with him. Oh no. Well, actually what happened was completely the opposite. He actually invited his hater, Bobby Burns, to come over to his house in California to talk about things and discuss things one-on-one, in person. A great career move for Shane Dawson because influencers and just general public alike, we all like to see a confrontation. I mean, that's what shows like Maury and Jerry Springer are made for, bitch.
Hello.
Hi!
What are you doing, man?
Oh my god. Oh, a hug! Oh my god.
It's a good sign.
You smell good.
Hey,
Oh, wow.
But instead of an explosion of opinions and counterbalancing with counter arguments and balls to the wall extreme messiness on the internet, oh no, quite contrary, we actually got Bobby Burns reclusing back into himself and literally licking Shane Dawson's butthole until it was sparkling clean and it was like a glacier surface and you could see your reflection from what once was a hairy crack hole. I don't know what it is with my metaphors today. For some reason, I seem to be talking about buttholes a lot. Bobby Burns is a butthole.
Girl, you can't get no infection in your booty hole. It's a booty hole.
He talked about how Shane Dawson was making terrible
content.
No, but on the real, he actually said that Shane Dawson had the most shocking content on YouTube. But then when he met him, he said stuff like this.
I don't have a problem with almost any of your other videos.
But you said my content was terrible.
That specific content.
You said all my content.
I didn't say all.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Oh, you're gonna pull it up?
Yeah. Let's go through it.
Perfect, yeah, let's do it.
And about how much respect he had for him and his craft.
I thought you didn't watch my videos.
No, I watch your videos. Dude, I've been watching your videos since probably 13, 14. I stopped last year just because I moved. And
Right.
but yeah, I've been watching your videos for years and years and years and years. So it's gonna be super weird. It's gonna be super weird to see her.
So you, wait, this is what I thought. So you secretly were kind of like a fan a little bit.
I have an inkling that every hater is secretly a fan because why else would they hate on you? Because hate is passion.
Yeah, I've been a fan of your channel for forever. Yeah. Whenever I was really young, I wasn't allowed to get on YouTube by myself. So whenever I go over to like a friend's house, I'd like get on YouTube and like they'd be like doing something in the other room, and then they'd be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing." I would always like sneak to the other room and watch them.
And if you were unsure of what the motives of this guy licking Shane Dawson's arsehole clean really were, he stated it in a video where he just could not help himself but to talk about how much he would gain from this influencer.
I'm having to like purposely squash that excitement. I don't want to get let down by it, but at the same time, most likely it's going to be a lot of people that come over.
I mean, he dead ass literally took a lie detector test and failed shocking amounts when asked questions about Shane Dawson, his trip to LA, and does he even like Shane Dawson and is he using him for views? I mean, check this out.
Are you using my boyfriend?
No.
Liar.
Are you using me?
Just any videos I have ever seen Bobby Burns be in with Shane Dawson, it's like,
I'm really sorry, please like me. I'm really sorry, please like me. I'm sorry, please like me.
Awkward, I know I said I wanted to kill you, I'm sorry. Please like me.
Even after all of that, Shane Dawson offered Bobby an amazing opportunity. Basically, he said, hey Bobby, come to LA and I will give you a little segment on my YouTube channel which will help boost exposure for you, but also will give me a day off, which I think is really what Shane Dawson wanted, some time off. So Bobby Burns and his girlfriend packed up their stuff and moved all the way over to LA. Once at LA, Shane Dawson stayed true to his word and offered Bobby the Bobby Burns show that was supposed to be airing every week on a Sunday. This was the biggest bad move that has ever been made on YouTube, because the likes to dislike ratio on these videos were absolutely shocking. And also the content itself was
terrible, 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 terrible content.
It just wasn't full of anything. It was just boring, bland, generic, and probably something we've already seen from Team 10 like at least 12 times. And then to top it off, if that wasn't even bad enough, the content on Bobby Burns' channel then just completely did a 180. He became your stereotypical LA blogger. You know those vloggers who will go out into LA, move over and do like a day by day, look at me, look at my new house, look at the people I'm hanging out with, let me go to some really cool parties, oh my god I just saw Tana Moja. Just those kind of videos that honestly nobody really gives a crap about. This channel change was completely weird and a massive FU to all of his previous subscribers, because they liked his film reviews, they liked his analytical takedown videos, they liked the fact that he was looking at the social circumstances and changes regarding the term influencer and what it takes to be an influencer, and spinning it on its head and putting a fine magnifying glass against all of the things that these influencers do and things to look out for and be aware of. Now that to me is not necessarily a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. I think there is a lot of influencers over the years, and I'm sure that Shane Dawson can attest to this, that have got away with some crazy mad ass shit that honestly in the real world would never have been tolerated. But because that label of influencer has been given to them, bestowed upon them if you will, they just seem to get away with pretty much everything. Then a couple of weeks ago Bobby Burns uploaded a video basically saying that he was having a little bit of a shit time with his emotional well-being.
But doing YouTube is insanely stressful, and that isn't talked about enough. I don't think people acknowledge how mindfucky it can get to make videos for this platform. If you aren't careful, you can completely lose yourself in it.
And basically spoke about the changes he was going to be making to his channel, and also that his zest for life, his zest for creating had completely diminished whilst being in LA. To top that off, a few days previously, Shane Dawson had basically cancelled the Bobby Burns show. Although he likes to say it's on a hiatus, it seems like it's a permanent cancellation. It just wasn't gelling well with Shane's subscribers, his fans weren't enjoying it, and the 1.2 to 1.9 million people who were tuning in were just loyal Shane followers and were gonna watch the video regardless.
Hey guys, I wanted to talk about the Bobby Burns situation a little bit, because I haven't really said anything. And it got to a point where I was like, I think you need to take a break, focus on your channel and your thing. I'm gonna focus on my thing. And as far as working with Bobby in the future, I mean, yes, of course. I don't know about the Sunday show, I'm gonna be honest. Me and him still have to sit down and figure it out. But I know for a fact I'm still gonna do stuff with him. Whether that's on his channel, my channel, I don't know. But like, that whole Sunday thing, if it happens again, needs a whole reinvention, just because it just was like way too hard to make, way too, like, it just, all of it.
The followers that Bobby Burns amassed after hanging out with Shane Dawson was close to 900,000 subscribers overall off a approximate 200,000 subscriber channel. I mean, that is a huge jump, more than 100%. So not only has his channel been taking a massive nosedive in terms of subscribers, he's also just changing the format of his content completely. I mean, Take for instance his most recent video. He did a video on the Avengers movie. Now, as we know already from the 60-second rundown, Bobby Burns likes to do movie reviews.
As a movie reviewing community, have been very, very excited to see it.
Was that good? This is good?
Yeah, you can still do these, you know.
I know. But I don't want to. That's the thing. I just don't want to. So we're gonna do it like this. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Bobby and I love movies. It's something that I've thought about doing, I mean, obviously, a lot of times throughout the past couple years. And after a lot of thought, I decided, no, I'm not going to. But I want to talk about Avengers because this movie is kind of different. It's kind of, I don't know, it's different than almost anything that I've seen.
So instead of sticking to the original format of his movie reviews, he tried to make it vloggy and interesting by pacing around and, you know, talking in different locations and just moving around way too much. Like, it's not a vlog. Nobody needs to see you pace and do this with your hair. I mean, it's almost like an amateur dramatics performance art based thing. You know, when they're like, that shit. Nobody needs that. We don't need you to be out here doing physical theater, darling. That to me was like the biggest FU that he could have done to any of his previous subscribers. It's like, hey, you like this, huh? What if I... What if I do that? You like this? You like this now? So then that got me thinking, what is the formula to be successful off of Shane Dawson's clout? I mean, Bobby Burns has absolutely nosedived. However, anybody else that Shane Dawson has either featured or collaborated with has gone on to have massive commercial success. And I mean commercial in terms of YouTube. There have got to be some steps that you need to take in order to use that clout efficiently. And I have always said, if you guys follow me on all of my other social medias, you will know that I am thirsty for that Shane Dawson clout. Like, that Shane Dawson clout could change a bitch's life. I mean, if they sold Shane Dawson's clout in bottles, I would be the first one to purchase it. Refreshing, because he is one of the few influencers on YouTube that simply by association you can build your entire channel off that clout. So your girl Paige decided to come through with a Dua Lipa inspired song, basically detailing the 3 most important steps as to not get completely bamboozled by Shane's clout. This is what I do. I go the extra mile. I do these things for you. Thank you. Clearly this is a parody, by the way. Okay, so let me be real with you guys for a hot goddamn minute. This started off, and I swear to fucking God, this started off as a parody, and then I started feeling my oats. And I was like, oh my God, look at me, I look fabulous. And then it turned into something a lot more serious than I ever intended it to be. So just know it was meant to be a parody, but the reason it seems so serious is because I felt my oats just a tiny bit too much. I started cat. It just turned into a whole give it to the runway. I can't. So without further ado, this is a parody. But this is the 3 most important steps as to not misuse that Shane Dawson, oh succulent, clout. Roll it.
Talking in my sleep at night, trying to figure my reach. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Dreaming of Shane Dawson, should I surrogate his babies? He'll just decline, he'll just decline. Shane, he is the one to lift my channel up, my channel up. Shane, yes, that's the plan, so don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. 1. Stay true to you, your fans will lose respect for you. 2. Utilize your time or else your channel will decline. 3. Don't move to LA, you're only gonna go and regret it in the morning. And if you follow this, your channel will be a hit. I got new rules, I count 'em. I got new rules, I count 'em. I gotta do this for myself. I got new rules, I count 'em. Give me that YouTube family wealth. My merch store is popping and I'm almost at 100K. Is that enough? Is that enough? My subs all think I'm joking, but I'm serious. I need Shane. Don't call my bluff. Don't call my bluff. Shane. Yes, that's the plan, so don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. 1. Stay true to you. Your fans will lose respect for you. 2. Utilize your time or else your channel will decline. 3. Don't move to LA. You're only gonna go and regret it in the morning. And if you follow this, your channel will be a hit. I got no rules, I count 'em. I got no rules, I count 'em. I got no rules for you. I gotta do this for myself. I got no rules, I count 'em. Give me that YouTube family wealth. I got no rules, I count 'em. I got no rules, I count 'em. I got no rules, I count 'em. I got no rules, I count 'em.
There it is. There you have it. Did you like it? Probably not. Should I stop? Probably. Yeah, I should probably stop. So after that pointless piece of information that lasted 2 goddamn minutes, let's move into the rest of the video. So what makes Bobby Burns different to the rest of the people that Shane Dawson has helped? So if we look at Ryland's sister Morgan, Ryland's channel herself, Jared's channel, Grav3yardgirl's channel, My Toad Cole's channel, and then obviously Bobby Burns. What makes them all completely different to Bobby Burns?
Hate on me all you want, but I have helped so many smaller channels grow, and I have promoted so many people I believe in. And even if they're a hater, if I see potential and I think that they're great, I'm gonna try to help.
Why were they able to use Shane's clout and be successful versus Bobby, who used Shane Dawson's clout and has done like a complete 180 of what he was supposed to do? If y'all remember from the song, it was number 1, stay true to yourself. Bobby Burns completely lost who he was. He lost who he was the moment he stepped foot on LA turf and saw opportunity. He lost who he was the moment that he sat down with Shane Dawson and went against everything that he had said previously. He lost himself the moment that Shane Dawson offered him an opportunity. He lost himself the moment he bought a house. He lost himself the moment that he decided to change pretty much everything that it is about him and what made him so unique as a content creator to be everything that Shane wanted him to be. In the original Confronting My Hater video, Shane Dawson sits down and reacts to the video that Bobby made of Shane Dawson.
I'm starting to relate to you too much and I don't like that. It's interesting. I'm only a few videos in and I'm seeing more sides of this person. And if I were to only watch the hate video or the criticism video or whatever you want to call it, I would have just been like, ugh, fuck this guy and moved on. But now that I'm actually watching more, I'm feeling different. Like I feel like he's a nice guy. I don't know. I'm conflicted. Oh, I like him. Oh, I like him. This is taking a turn. He's nice, he's attractive, his videos are good, like they look good. They look like they took time and effort, even the hate video he made. What it kind of feels like to me, he started YouTube a long time ago and maybe he wasn't getting views or he felt like he wasn't getting enough views. So then he kind of went the route of like, oh, well, I'll like criticize big YouTubers to get views, which worked, but he's good. And I understand why he probably is frustrated that people like me are getting views or people like Jake Paul are getting views because he looks like he puts a lot of work into them.
And basically, he goes on to say, I don't hate the guy, I feel like there's something special there. But not necessarily realizing that what makes Bobby special is his analytical mind. What makes Bobby special is his ability to film a video that will not only make people feel and experience stuff, but also makes them a little bit more wiser to the world around them. His manipulation video was so brilliantly executed that it can pretty much be applied to anything to do with media, be it on social media, on YouTube and formats like that, or be it like mainstream media, like news outlets, celebrity apologies, all that kind of stuff. It was referenced so frequently because it was so beautifully executed. And it's personally the reason why at that time I liked Bobby Burns' content. So the reason, say, somebody such as Grav3yardgirl has done exceedingly better with this opportunity than Bobby Burns isn't just the numbers alone. Because if you remember, Grav3yardgirl was probably getting about 200,000 views per video, so her numbers weren't really popping the way that they used to. And 200,000 views is something that Bobby Burns could have easily achieved in his heyday. But the difference was is that Shane Dawson sat down with Bobby Burns and was like, change who you are, change your format, change your content, be more personable. And then he told Bunny to be herself, but be her truest self. This is not necessarily to say that this is what Shane Dawson intended, but by influencing Bobby to change his format and to change the way that he handles his channel, because it didn't seem authentic, it seemed forced. He actually got rid of that Bobby twinkle, that tiny glitter in his eye that made us all excited when watching his previous videos. Basically, Shane Dawson, by being the nicest person probably on YouTube, absolutely shafted Bobby Burns and his channel, and has possibly made him one of the most hated people on YouTube at this moment in time. And that's no shade, that's literally how the world sees it. I mean, you search Bobby Burns' name on YouTube and see what you find. It's vicious. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there, sir. Number 2, don't move to LA. Everybody else who has been positively affected by Shane Dawson's videos have not moved to LA besides Morgan. And the reason that it was okay for Morgan, because she, by association to Rylan, was always going to be great. I mean, essentially this girl has sat comfortably on just over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and to be honest, and this is no shade whatsoever, she clearly has not put the time and dedication that Shane Dawson does into his channel, or even Bobby Burns or Bunny for that matter. But just purely due to proximity to Rylan, she automatically gets a pass. However, Bobby Burns, by moving over to LA and becoming extremely isolated in a place that is so stone cold and somewhat soulless, there's no wonder that the poor boy literally fell straight into depression only minutes after getting there. Bunny didn't move, she continued to make content where she was, and everybody else already pretty much lived in LA. 3, utilize your time. Every single person who has had a collaboration of this nature with Shane Dawson has utilized their time effectively. Bunny was producing videos that would also gear people up for the kind of content that she was looking to be making in the future. Morgan, when collaborating with Shane Dawson, already had begun starting her vlog style YouTube channel. And Rylan, well, Rylan's just cute and he's adorable. And Jared didn't really utilize his time effectively. I think that's another channel that really hasn't put that much effort into what they've done on there thus far in comparison to, say, Shane Dawson, Bunny or Bobby. But because he's so likable, he pretty much just gets away with it. However, Bobby Burns just switched up his whole style completely, did a complete 180 on the previous content. So if you were going to go to Bobby as a new subscriber, seeing his previous content and seeing his newest content, there would not be enough for you to go on to know whether you really wanted to be a part of this. So if you were a Shane Dawson fan who followed instructions and decided to go over to Bobby's channel, you may look look at the channel, follow the channel, but then in months to come think, you know what, this is not what I wanted, which is pretty much what happened. So instead of expanding on the content that made him so great on YouTube, he threw it in the bin and decided to start all over again. That to me is not utilizing your time effectively. You're supposed to be branding yourself, not rebranding yourself.
I like this. I like this. Ooh, I like the background. I like the camera. He looks like he showered. Can't relate.
Basically, I'm just saying that I'm really excited to keep moving forward with this channel, even though we are technically not advertiser friendly anymore. It's frustrating. A lot of my videos aren't monetized. Yay, less money.
Personally, I think that the Bobby Show could have stood to be an analytical look into everything that is a YouTube influencer. Like taking YouTuber thumbnails, that could have been done so much better. We could have had a deep look into what makes the eye go over to certain things. Do we instinctively want to see something negative? Like if you see a thumbnail that has somebody crying, you instantly want to click on it. Why? What's the reason? What is the thought process behind it? He could have really done something great, but he didn't. He did LA vlogs and we've seen them all before. There was nothing insightful, there was nothing new about it.
No time to be cute, just do it.
I don't know, I think a part of me is just kind of, I just slapped my belly. Did you hear that? But I don't know, I kind of feel like Bobby Burns has somewhat lost his sparkle. And I think, honestly, Shane Dawson killed him with kindness, killed his entire YouTube career to a point that I don't think the Bobby can get out of it right now, at least, for a while. And that's because Shane Dawson wanted to love, wanted to give him opportunity, wanted to buy him a car, wanted to do everything, you know, for somebody who was so mean to him, I guess. Which really just shows Shane Dawson's character and how much he cares. But also, I think a lot of this has to do with Bobby staying true to who he is. And I think if he just understood that what we want as subscribers, as fans, is to just enjoy your content for what it is, what makes you special, then I think he'd be on the right track, instead of trying to change everything about him to fit what the typical LA vlogger is. Because you could say a lot of things about Bobby Burns, but what he isn't is typical. And also, as a side note, please get your girlfriend off the internet. Just like, seriously. She's not very nice or likable, and a lot of people have an issue with her. And personally speaking, I don't have an issue with her, but she comes across in a really weird way that is not likable, and you're likable. So by proximity, whatever she says on the internet reflects negatively on you. You know, I have to watch the shit that Grav says on the internet, because I'm just like, you know, just by me associating with you and you being, you know, 6 inches deep, what he says can reflect badly on me. That's why you won't ever see Rylan talking that mad shit on the internet. He knows his place, and she needs to know where her place is, and it's not what she's doing right now. Anyway, with that said, I hope you liked this Bobby Burns video and Shane Dawson video. I didn't really want it to be like a takedown video, because through all the horribleness, I feel like it's important that Bobby not only hears some home truths, but actually hears it from somebody who cares about him and actually fucking subscribed before all of this Shane Dawson malarkey. And also for Shane Dawson to probably see that there is a place for this kind of content, this kind of drama-driven, analytical, in-depth looking into shenanigans. There is a place for this kind of content. He had a subscriber base based on this kind of content. And not everybody can be carbon copies of Shane. I know that presented with that opportunity, I certainly would not be. Because I know it's my mouth that makes me special, see? I'm joking, I'm so joking. But I'm pretty good, you know what I mean? Anyway, with that said, tell me what you guys think. Do you think that Bobby Burns has completely destroyed his channel and that there is no chance of going back? And that Shane Dawson pretty much killed him with kindness? Or do you think that Bobby Burns is responsible for his own channel and that he is just some horrible guy who made some horrible videos and deserves everything he gets out there in LA? Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Also, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you like it, if you don't, I don't give a shit anyway. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification with the bell so that you guys get a notification every single time the Petty Paige posts new content. Clack, 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 clack. I personally think that Bobby Burns has become Shane Dawson's bitch. But that is just my humble opinion. And don't take my opinion for it because I'm just petty. Thank you. Bye. Oh my god, Shane Dawson, do not copyright me for like using your exit. I've been doing this for a while. Okay, I've been a fan for years, but yeah. Can I, should I turn it off? Yeah, I'm gonna turn it off now.
Too much money in the bank. I ain't tryna play no games. Fuck, I hate it gon' sack. I be on my hustle all day, little bitch. Stay in your place, motherfucker, I'm paid. Too much money in the bank. I ain't tryna play no games. Fuck, I hate it gon' sack. I be on my hustle all day, little bitch.